Welcome to our Vaikuntam themed Golu, a spiritual journey of Bhakti. The lights above depict the six dwarams of Vaikuntam, and this grand setup symbolizes the seventh dwaram. It features handcrafted pillars and doors. Here is a divine showcase of the Navadha Bhakti, 9 forms of devotion from Srimad Bhagavata Purana, and 5 Bhavas or emotions of Bhakti. We have stories of devotees whose devotion led them towards moksha and ultimately to Vaikuntam. We have also illustrated the 5 stages of Bhakti as given in the Bhakti Yoga of Bhagavad Gita. On the two sides, we have our traditional Golu. On one side, we have our traditional Golu centered around Narayana. And on the other side, we have a traditional Golu centered around Lakshmi, symbolizing prosperity and balance. We also have a life-size depiction of Narada Muni built as an AI agent. Stay tuned. Let's go into the forms of Bhakti. The first form is Shravanam, which is Bhakti through listening. This is depicted by the story of King Parikshit, who listens to Bhagavatam from Shukamuni in 7 days to attain moksha. Kirtanam, Bhakti through chanting, is shown by musical trinity and saints who chant and sing the glory of the Lord. Smaranam, Bhakti through remembering the Lord, is depicted by the story of Dhruva, the story of Prahalada, Draupadi Vastrabharana scene where she remembers Krishna at the time of distress. Padasevanam is service to the Lord's feet, is shown by Bharata placing Rama's Paduka on the throne, and Lakshmi is always at Lord Vishnu's feet. Archanam, worshipping, shown by the story of Narayana Bhattadri, who composed the Narayaniyam, story of Andal birth, her worship and devotion to Krishna, which ultimately united her with him, and the story of Purandara Dasa. Vandanam, or offering salutations, is depicted by the story of Gajendra Moksha. Despite his strength, Gajendra couldn't escape the crocodile, so he offered a lotus and heartfelt prayers to Lord Vishnu, who freed him and granted moksha. We also have the story of Krishna Tulabhara, where Rukmini's single tulasi leaf offered with pure devotion outweighed Krishna himself. The next type of bhakti is dasyam or servitude, shown by the stories of Guhan and Hanuman serving Lord Rama. Guhan helped Rama cross the river, and Hanuman serves Lord Rama by bringing the Sanjeevani mountain to save Lakshmana's life. The next form is Sakhyam, which is friendship devotion. Sudama humbly visits friend Krishna and is blessed with prosperity through his grace. Gitopadesham, where Krishna lovingly guides his friend on the path of dharma. The final form is Atmanivedanam, which is complete self-surrender, depicted by King Bali, who offered his head to Vamana, showing complete surrender to the divine. Also shown by Shabari's lifelong devotion and pure love for Rama. We also have the story of Kannappa Nayanar, Draupadi Akshaya Patra scene, and Ahalya Moksha. Parallel to this, we have illustrated the 5 bhavas or emotions of bhakti. The first one is Shanta Bhava or peaceful devotion, depicted by Brahma's mind-born creations, Shantakumaras, who are always in a peaceful state of devotion. Bhishma Pitamaha imparting the Vishnu Sahasranamam with peaceful devotion while on the bed of arrows. Dasya or servitude, shown by Hanuman always serving Lord Rama and Garuda serving Lord Vishnu as his vehicle. Madhurya Bhava as shown by Gopikas, Radhe and Mirabai. Vatsalya Bhava or parental love shown by Yashoda's boundless affection for Krishna. Sakhya, friendship shown by Arjuna towards Krishna during the Gitopadesha. While so far we spoke about the different forms of bhakti from Srimad Bhagavatam, here are 5 stages of bhakti as given in the Bhakti Yoga, chapter 12 of Bhagavad Gita. At the lowest stage, we have the Sakama Karma Bhakti, which is doing work for one's own self while accepting the results of action and renunciating the fruits of action, Karma Palatyaga. Higher to that state is the Nishkama Karma Bhakti, which is doing selfless service, performing actions for the sake of God, depicted by monkeys and squirrel who selflessly contributed to building the bridge for Lord Rama. Next we have Saguna Sakara, which is form worship. That is, we worship different forms by following rituals such as japa, tapa, prayer, kirtanams, etc. Higher to this is the Saguna Nirakara, which is again performing form worship but with the knowledge that God is a formless one, Parabrahman. There is a beautiful story of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, who was a deep devotee of goddess Kali. His guru Totapuri once told him to rise to a higher spiritual state by going beyond Kali's form. Following his guru's advice, Ramakrishna imagined a symbolic sword in his mind, and with it he slayed the form of Kali. The form disappeared, but her divine power still remained. At that moment, he realized the truth that beyond all forms lies Nirvikara Nirakara Bhakti, that is, devotion to the divine without form and without name. Krishna beautifully explains these 5 stages, and we have a small setup to depict them. What is Vaikuntam without Narada? We have a life-size depiction of Narada Muni with a technological touch. My 12-year-old son developed Agent Narada, an AI-based creation trained to respond with set prompts, making interactions feel natural and engaging. Here's a demonstration of a conversation with him. Agent Narada.
Narayana, Narayana.
Tell me about Hanuman.
Hanuman, the mighty devotee of Lord Rama, left oceans and burned Lanka. With servitude, strength and devotion to Rama, he helped Rama defeat Ravana.
Similar to this, he is trained with additional stories and information related to Lord Vishnu. This part of the Golu is by kids and for the kids. Hope you all enjoyed our Golu tour. Thank you for watching.